person here tonight is Clarissa Marshall. She has organized this and she's sponsoring this for us. And I'd like to introduce Clarissa.
Thanks so much for coming, you guys. So remember, a donation of any amount, $1 or more, and please give more, you'll get a ticket to get a free drink of your choice from the bar. And in addition, if you fill out the back of the ticket, you'll be entered in a drawing for a $100 gift card as well. That will happen later on, so make sure your contact information is correct. Thanks so much for coming. Make sure that you speak to all these candidates. This is a super important election that really is going to determine the soul of Asheville and what direction do we really want to go. So it's very important to inform yourself before election day, and it's very important to vote in this election and in all of them. So thanks again for coming. Please come give us some money, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Do you want to have the homeless to be recovered, accountable, and housed properly? Do you want fiscal responsibility? Something's got to strike with the voters and make them want to come out and vote. We're hoping to inspire that spark, because that is the way we're going to win. And if we want to make a change, if we don't want to see the same thing happening for the next 4 years, let's get out there and get your friends to vote. We're going to give it everything we can, and I'll give it to your next mayor coming up here, who's going to work full time for you.
Alex, do you want to go next?
Sure.
I'll bring up the reason.
I'm Alex Cobb, and I'm running for city council. I guess my platform is pretty simple, because I don't think any of the issues facing Asheville are that complicated if we actually address them. So I'm running on a platform basically of public safety and restoring the Asheville Police Department. We need officers. There's like 2 working downtown. I live in downtown, so it matters to me. There used to be like 18, so that's a big deal to me. Affordable housing, not just affordable housing, but making living in Asheville more affordable, and we can do that. We have the second highest rents in the state, so if Charlotte and Raleigh can make rents more affordable, we can do it here. Like Charlotte's rent is $300 a month on average, less than Asheville's. $300 a month would be good for me, so I assume it would be for most other people. Then the homeless issues, we can do that with compassion, and we can do it with kindness, but we can also enforce the laws, and we can actually help these people if we want to. Throwing them in the Ramada and hoping for the best isn't working. So you have to understand the root causes of homelessness, and that is drug addiction, which is a disease. So putting somebody in a hotel room and expecting them to fix their disease doesn't really make sense to me. Mental health, going into a room by yourself, how are you gonna solve your mental health problems like that? You're not. So we have to focus on those 2 things if we're going to address homelessness. We're not gonna end homelessness, and I think we have to be real about that. There's no such thing as ending homelessness, because it's a human condition. So we have to be real about what we can and what we cannot do. But we can keep the community safe, and we can help the people that want to get help. So that's kind of my platform. And I look forward to talking with you all and getting to know you. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for the introduction, Alex. But anyway, I'm Cliff Feingold. I'm running for mayor of Asheville. And thank you. When this happens, I usually say maybe I better quit while I'm ahead. I've got the applause. But I plan to be a full-time mayor. I'm not going to do this job as a hobby like the present people are doing. I'm going to work up to 7 days a week. Today on TV, I heard somebody say that he's expected to work 8:25, but there are only 7:24 that I'll agree to. And right now we have a city manager who costs a lot of money, and she's unelected. She has a staff of at least 3 people. So I'm estimating that we're paying the city management staff over $600,000 a year. And I'm not going to charge the city nearly that much for my services, but to tell you the truth, I don't even know what the mayor makes. I could care less. But transparency is important here, and I really couldn't tell you. I tried to look at it, and it's 187 pages long. For the, you know, there are probably a lot of things hidden in there. So transparency is important. Restoring the police department, as you've heard others say before, that's what we're all in total agreement on that. And we've spoken to the Fraternal Order of Police and retired officers and current officers, and they say the city is spending $225,000 on a consultant to figure out how to recruit officers. It's not going to recruit officers, they're just going to figure out how to recruit officers. Well, for free, we can tell them that you're not going to recruit a single officer until the city government respects the police department. So, on day one, should I be elected, I'm going to draft a proclamation that the city of Asheville honors, respects, and will restore the Asheville Police Department. So I could go on. We have a system that Doug has been very involved in to handle the homeless situation. It can probably be solved in a matter of weeks. The city has been working on it for ever, and they haven't solved it yet. We've got a plan that we can set in motion that'll solve the homeless problem by using facilities that are already here in Asheville, but the city won't use them because they're faith-based organizations. And the city just won't use them. I have no reason not to use them. So it's very important. May 17th, there's a primary. It's what they call a nonpartisan primary, which heavily favors the liberals. There are 5 people running for mayor and 11 people running for city council. 2 will move on in the mayor race, and 6 will move on in the city council race. So it's very important to for you all to vote, to get everybody you know to go vote, and remember the names: Cobb, Ledford, Brown, and Feingold.